I'm bringing us on. I will, let's see, I will tell us how many we got. You pick it, and then yeah, like I said, we just kind of go from there. And if anything happens with technology, it just is what it
So
is.
be it.
It's yeah, I did two last week, and both like I froze, and I could hear them go, "Are you there?" And it's like, ugh, and I just froze. So like, there's always that chance, but we just play, and then yeah, it'll just be as much fun as possible. And if you wanna,
Sure.
it's live now, so if you want to share it, if you
Oh,
want to share it to your page, feel free. If not,
I I don't know how. I don't know how to share it. It's
wait, let's see.
terrible.
I might be able to share it here. Hold on, let me see if I can share it to your page. But
I don't know.
all right, so share, let's see, share. Oh, I'm gonna put on yours. Okay, here we go.
Oh, you can put it on my page?
I'm gonna put on your page. I'm gonna put on
Okay.
your profile.
Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's
Okay, so pick let's see, pick a number
sorry.
between 1 and 66.
Holy 66.
That's right.
Uh oh my God. Wow. I know. Why don't you pick a low digit number?
Uh-huh.
You pick one, say it, and I'll think of one too.
All right.
Okay.
1.
13.
What
Oh,
did you say?
I
You
thought
said
we would add our numbers together and that's what we would go with.
that's great. So 14.
Okay.
That's perfect.
What are
Perfect.
you gonna say?
1. I was gonna say 1.
Oh, okay.
I'm always like, first one, but 14, cool.
Oh, that's good too. Rule of improv, right? Go with the first idea.
yeah, but
Oh,
well, this is good. This comes from
you gave me a
Ignacio.
choice.
Um, okay, so our
Oh
suggestion,
no. What
it's
is
so
it?
good. It's granular.
Granular.
Yes. Thanks, Ignacio. Granular is our suggestion.
Okay. All right. Uh,
Yeah.
you you seem a bit nervous.
Yeah. I mean, I started getting into the weeds in this thing, and it started getting me real nervous. Oh God. Oh boy, I don't know. I don't know. You're not nervous at all?
Oh, well, not really. I mean, I'm used to seeing all these uh goings on,
Yeah.
And okay, I gotta can swear you won't tell anybody.
I swear.
Okay, okay,
I was gonna say I swear to God. I don't believe in God, but I swear to the higher power. I swear. I swear.
okay, okay. So the last time I did this, I found I found this. I mean, that's the biggest one I've ever seen. Like, and it's
Oh,
just one whole grain. That's the whole thing.
you're not gonna believe this. I feel bad I feel like you're gonna think I made this up, but I gotta tell you something.
What?
I had a dream last night because I've been
What?
thinking about this every single day for like a week. I had a dream last night and I dreamt that I saw that. And then I was like, I don't
This?
know what the yes, yes, yes. I dreamt I saw that. And I was like, I don't know what the hell this means. And then there's no way this is okay. This is I'm
Whoa.
nervous now. I saw
I
that in my
don't know.
dream. I saw it in my dream, Tara.
I know, but Jonathan, you're not supposed to be more nervous. I wanted to calm you down.
Well, I was like, there's only one object that you could have pulled out to make me nervous, and it was that, but you didn't know it would be that, so it's not
I
your
didn't.
fault.
No, I thought it would have the opposite of. Oh no, no, come
I
back!
got to get a drink.
No, oh God. Oh, I, oh my God. I get something without alcohol.
Do you? Too late. I did a shot. Oh, God.
What?
I had to do a shot. I did Jameson's. I had to do a shot.
Okay, then I'm
You want a shot? Yeah, do a shot. Chug. I feel like I should chant, but I don't. I'm so nervous, Terry. I'm so nervous. I don't know what to do. It's like we. Wow, solid work, Terry. Better.
Oh yeah.
I got to get another drink.
That's good. No, no, don't get another drink. No, Jonathan. Jonathan, come back.
Everything's cool.
Oh God.
Everything.
I shouldn't have drank all that. I was just trying to make you feel better.
It's cool. It did. It made me. I'm relaxed now.
Good.
There's nothing to be worried about. There's
No.
I could look at that as like that's a confirmation of something terrible that I'm about to go through, or it's just a coincidence. You didn't know.
Exactly. I didn't know. I didn't know.
How could you? How could you know, Terry? How could you know?
I couldn't have known. I always just have your best interest in mind, and here to support you.
You are okay.
It's mostly agave nectar in this, so there's like lots of sugar. So
No. Wow, your sugar really winds you up too.
I know it does. But I'm calm. See, I'm calm.
Okay, we gotta just here. Let's just do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, five. What are 5 things I can see right now? I can see this. I see out the window. I see the sky.
A moose.
A moose. I see a moose there. I see
Uh,
you.
Bear. What?
There's a bear.
These are all pictures, right? I'm just saying. I see a tack.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That just brings us to presence. That brings us to, and then now four sounds. We have to do 5 things. We see 4 sounds. So I hear my breathing.
I hear your breathing.
Okay. That's 1.
I hear you talking.
That's 2. I hear you talking.
Does that count as 2 separate?
Yeah. Those are 2 separate.
Okay.
And then I hear the traffic. So that's 4. Okay. That's 4.
I hear the air in my ears.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay. I'm feeling a little more calm.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Jonathan,
What?
that's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
Really?
To take the time to calm me down from my agave nectar high.
I
God.
just need you here. I just need you here with me. I'm very nervous. I'm very scared.
You don't sound it, mister.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You seem very calm now.
I think I might be too calm.
Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna get a drink. Hold on.
Well, wait. You're gonna start the cycle over again.
It was just water. It's just water.
Oh.
It's just water.
Okay.
When I wasn't thinking about this appointment, when I was just thinking it's just an appointment, I'm just gonna sit in the way, then I was fine. But when I started really thinking about it, I spun out of control, and I don't want to spin out of control again.
No.
I want to look
You
at
took control.
Yeah, I took control. Tara, I want to look at big picture. I don't want to get into the weeds anymore.
No. We gotta get out of the weeds, out onto the open, over the weeds.
Yes. Let's get over. I don't want to get in the weeds. I don't want to go through the weeds. I want to get over the weeds.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
I feel like smoking some weed now.
I got some.
What? Oh, do you?
Yeah, I got nothing going on tomorrow.
Okay. I just did a munchie run.
Well, that's good. A, good for you. B, I'm gonna open up the window. It's just it'll be a nice way to relax, right?
Yeah, just keep relaxing more.
I'm gonna be fine, right? I'm gonna be fine.
Absolutely, you'll be fine. I mean, some people get paranoid and some people just can't handle it. And but not you. You're in control, right? You're in complete control.
Maybe that's
Here.
maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to be out of control. Maybe I'm trying to control. Do you, Terry, to be honest with me, do you think I'm trying to control too much? Do you think that I'm trying to control, or do you think I have a healthy balance?
Well, uh I would say uh on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I'm gonna get something to drink.
No, don't get anything to drink. Jonathan, no. No. Jonathan. Get me one too.
There.
Thanks.
Hey, cheers.
Wow. Yeah, cheers. We're wow.
And
This is the best way to spend time with a friend, you know? Just
yeah.
having drinks when you're not supposed to. Smoking up when
Why
you're
you're not
not
supposed
supposed
to.
to.
Oh, I forgot.
What?
Happy birthday.
This thing you said to me all day. Thank you.
I got you something. I got you.
Birthday toke. Okay. I swallowed the.
I'm gonna go get a
swallowed
drink. Oh, you got a drink. Okay, good. That's good luck. That's good luck.
Oh yeah, it's down there now.
Yeah. Scene.
Oh my god!
That is so fun. You know how
Oh,
you're so fun to play with. We haven't played in how long? No, how
uh,
uh,
2001.
oh my god. 20 years?
I remember the scene we did where it was like the sensitive army. You remember?
Yes.
An army, but it was for sensitive men.
Oh my god. I mean, it was such a fun time, and those we had a couple shows that were just so fun to play, and I met Jack through you.
Jack Mosshammer, yeah.
Yep, and like we it's just such a you've always been one of those people that I like I because I met you in Montreal
Yes.
where we met at that festival, or they had
Just for laughs.
just for laughs, and it was like
And Bill Cott was also in Just for Laughs, and that I met you through him.
and it was like you always like you've got a training that makes it look like you're at ease on stage. Now,
Oh, you too.
oh, well, thank you, but it's something that I'm wondering, does that do you think come with experience? does it come with, do you think some people just have it, or is it more like you just get used to doing it and it becomes easier?
Well, I think for me, because I trained at I went to theater school. I trained
Yeah.
for 3 years as an actor, scared to death of improv. All my friends said, "Hey, have you heard about this
What?
improv?" I thought, "What? No." I said, "What? That's stupid." I didn't even want to do it. And then finally, a friend of mine
That's
said,
stupid.
"It's stupid, man. I'm an actor." Yeah, so yeah, it's crazy. So I happened upon improv by accident. A friend of mine was saying, I'm taking classes at Second City, improv classes, and I thought, how do you learn improv? Like, how do you teach it? How do you learn it? She said, I don't know. I'm taking them. You should take them with me. So I did. Of course, I ate my words. I thought, oh, I love this.
Wow.
And yeah, that's how I got into it. So I had a background of foundation of being an actor, actor to theater training. So that helped me in that way. But man, every time I improvise, though, I still get nervous. But the one thing, that Just for Last festival taught me the biggest lesson, because I wasn't from Montreal. They had asked me to come and play for Montreal because all the women on the Montreal team were not available. So they said someone knew me. So they John Moore called me, said, "Do you want to play with us?" And so I thought, okay. Then I don't know any of them except for John, and I barely knew him. So I just thought, you know what? This is an example of I'm going to really just listen and watch what they're doing and just be right there, be right in the moment, really use those improv skills. Because sometimes we can cheat a little bit when we know our friends. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I know what Jay's going to do. I know
Yeah.
how he's going. Like, you have that. I had none of that with these guys.
Oh my
So
God.
that was like one of the biggest leaps for me. Was like just I'm just watching and learning, and they were so generous. Those guys.
But here's the thing too. The I saw it on a fluke. Somebody goes, "Do you want to see competitive improv?" And at that point in my life, I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I did like comedy sports, which is like theater sports, and I did that. I don't, and I went and saw it, and I watched it. It was, you were in the show, and Bill and Rachel Hamilton. Like, I know Rachel and Bill
Yeah.
through that group, and it was, Jane, it was like a 3-hour show. It was long. Like, you did, I mean, I was impressed because it was short form and then they would split up the show into like segments they would run throughout the summer. But it was, you all did a lot. Like, it was a long, I was very impressed because that, for people who don't know, like a half-hour show can be pretty long if you're playing like short form or fast or games or thing like that. But to
Mhm.
have longer shows like that, it was like, wow, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was for broadcast, so they wanted to shoot for that long, but then they would take the best of and
Yeah.
just shrink it down and package it per show. And yeah, it was exhausting. Simon Peacock, who has gone on to do voice casting for all the oh god, I can't remember the company because I even did one of them for him. When they do motion cap and then they anyway, um, all those video game things. Anyway, at the time he was an avid cyclist, and he would bring us all these protein what are they? Oh, what are they?
Like those protein bars.
It's not a bar. It was already it was almost like a thick pudding. So that you just and then we would get our protein fix and our
Oh
energy
my
fix and
God.
get back out there. It was because we had no time to really eat. I remember we were just like drenched in sweat.
So
Like we were
much.
always just because you had to, because even though you're not on stage, like you're still actively watching, and it takes energy to have that
For
kind of
sure.
attention and focus for so long.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's a similar, there is also an energy that's not that intense, but similar when, and you know this, when you're teaching, because you're kind of
Yes.
still, eyes will go to you. And if you are like looking away or not interested, that's a sign for the people, your students, to also take that approach. So it is a matter of, and when you're doing those shows like you were recording, it's like you don't know when they're going to take what camera angle and what
Yeah.
shot. So you're kind of like pretending in the same way. So yes, exactly.
I'm watching.
I'm ready for my close up. And you, so how interesting was it to go from a student and then to eventually have a bigger role at Second City in Toronto? Because you started in class and then you like ended up teaching and you were doing performing, and it's like you start with having no idea what an impact that's going to have on your life.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? Like, in some ways, I have to thank improv before I even realized the principles of improv to just, let's just say yes to this,
Yeah.
and to how it changed the direction of my career and my life. It's just amazing. Yeah. No, I love teaching. I'm still teaching at a couple of schools, all online. I'm kind of liking it now.
Jane, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Oh, I talked to our friend Bill. I talked to him a couple weeks ago. I go, dude, I think I'm going to do this exclusively moving forward, even when it subsides. And he's like, I am. I think it's great. Well, you can reach so many more people.
Yeah.
You can deal and offer classes to people who might have like mobility issues or might not want to be in another classroom with people for whatever reason. And I think it's that fun challenge that came at a point where I started feeling comfortable teaching in person. So I felt like, well,
Yeah.
this is an interesting thing that we could have been doing for a long time, but we just never saw the need to. And now I'm like, oh, I like this adjustment. I really do.
Yeah. You're absolutely right about the reach, like being able to reach so many like people in all over the world. So yeah, and and also devising and adapting ways to teach on Zoom so that you can do things like that. It's really hilarious. Like when you did your exit out that way, I can do entrances and exits. That's so great. It's so fun.
It's it's such an easier way to do it than, I mean, you can do it with turning your camera on and off, but there's that delay and that lag. But just to be able to like exit or come back on or like change your status by looking into the camera, like you're
Yeah,
really adopting also like ways to improvise if you've ever done it for film or TV where you don't necessarily have an audience, but you're playing the camera angle and you're using all that to your advantage rather than, oh, I want this to be staged theatrical improv. It's like, well, it's not. It's a different type of improv.
yeah, yeah. It is. Yeah, it's a new form of doing
Yeah,
it. Yeah, it's
yeah.
almost like for TV as well, because as you said, you're playing to the camera as
And,
well. So
and
yeah,
you're like, oh, if you've never done like anything on TV and you've only done stage work, and then you go on TV, a big note a lot of times is pull it back, like
yeah,
pull it because you're so big.
summer.
Because yeah,
Yeah,
go a little bit smaller. And I think this is a really good training ground for people because they can watch their reactions and then see how big they're going, and also like how you don't have to be as big. So for me, I'm like, oh, I even when the pandemic subsides and we're back to some sort of normalcy, I'm still going to mainly focus on doing virtual. I'm really liking it.
yeah. Oh, great. Yeah, yep, yeah. I'm loving it too. I'm not wearing pants and getting away with it. No, I
Much
am.
like in Montreal. Um, if people want to follow what you're doing, if they want to like reach out to you, whether to like watch shows or bring you on as a teacher or coach or whatever it is, like what's the best way that they could do that?
Oh wow. Well, I'm on Instagram as Jane Luke Picard.
Yeah, you
All
are.
one. Yep. JNELUKPICARD. I'm on Facebook. Ask me to add you and I'll add you or message me. I'm on the Twitter. I'm not on Twitter as much anymore. And I'm on Clubhouse. We were talking about Clubhouse.
Yeah.
In fact, I have
Yeah.
a couple of friends. My friend RJ is probably, I hope he's still listening. He's in LA and he does these meditations every day. And I'm in Toronto, and it's amazing. It's like this amazing group that gets together on Monday or every morning at 8
And
a.m.
what
your time.
and what a good opportunity for that, something that keeps you involved, keep you creative, keeps you connected with other people that isn't visual, because there is that Zoom element of when you're doing these shows and you have a that imposter syndrome, the voice gets louder when you see yourself like visually. So having that option of doing something like a Clubhouse, which is just audio, is great.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's really, 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 really great. Yeah.
Oh, Jane, you're the best.
Your painting and my painting.
What's yours? Are you doing more painting now?
No, no, that this is from a friend of mine. It's a very bittersweet story, but her name is Helen Donnelly. She's dying of cancer, but she's just taking life and the world like by the horns, and she's like doing everything she can to just keep,
Mm.
getting informed and moving forward. So she is creating all these pieces, the art pieces. It's actually much bigger than it is. It's way back there, but on commission. So she's donating all the money towards her charity, which is Red Nose Remedy. It's called. So it's just using therapeutic clown to,
Yes.
uh, yeah. It's really a beautiful group that she company that she's done, and she had a school going at George Brown College in Toronto, and the work that they do is amazing. It's just to
Wow.
help people who are long term in hospitals, like kids mostly, and sometimes seniors, and just being there, letting them know that there are people that are around that they could talk to and be there with them. And yeah. So anyway, okay. Sorry. What about your painting? Sorry.
No, I mean, I don't know if you and I have talked about this. Like my parents both passed away from cancer years ago. It's years now. And to have support for people going through that, even if people recover, but like definitely going through it's so scary. And so to be able to have like resources or places to reach out. I do a Mondays an hour workshop for Gilda's Club out of Chicago, which is
Oh,
connected
great.
through Second City, and it's just the fact of that hour of letting people come and laugh, and so like to have any sort of support is so key, and like to know that now that we can commission her to do those painting it's great because I would love to do that, so I'm going to reach out to her for sure.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, that's that's an original Jay Suko right there.
Oh man, that's great.
I started doing more painting, especially during the pandemic of like, I think I maybe saw that movie with Ed Harris about Jackson Pollock, I
Yes.
think. And I was like, oh, you could splatter paint. That sounds fun. And that's kind of what,
That's great.
so it's just like I'm throwing paint. It's actually pretty therapeutic at times
Yeah.
because you just like it's great. You get messy. I love it. So yeah.
Yeah. No, it's great. I want to
Uh,
throw paint now.
Yeah, it is very, you put on some aggressive music and then start whipping that paint around. There is an element of just like a release of some sort. I don't know what it is, but I'm really enjoying doing it.
Yeah, because I guess it's a physical as well as a visual
Yeah.
experience. So
Yeah, and you're just like your paint's flying everywhere. So like yeah, I put a tarp down and I do that. And then it's like, because I'm not a musician, I guess I kind of think I am when I'm listening to that music and I'm like just jamming out to the paint. I don't know. It's fun.
have you ever thought about recording yourself doing the process of it?
Oh my God. I should. And then also like between the aggressive music and I'll play like Little River Band or like just like kind of cheese bally music because I like cheesy music. So I'll play that. So it might be fun to record something like that just to see it.
The process. That's what
The
you call
process. Well, Jane, I cannot wait, whether it's in person or another virtual, and I can't wait to play with you again. Thank you so much.
it.
This has been great.
Yeah. Thank you, Jay. It was really, really fun. You made it really fun.
You
This is really
did.
great.
Oh, I'll see you, my friend.
Okay, take care, Jay.